kind of do their job. Special teams did their job. It falls on the defense and the coaching.
How about Kyle Shanahan's 4-0 down in Atlanta now? Anybody catch that? 48.
Yeah, he has a little bit more to work with, though. Let's give him, let's be honest with it. When you have a game, Devontae Freeman back there and Matt Ryan and stuff. So
well, they got better skill players.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But I mean, if you would have got him something here, maybe it would have looked a little bit different. That whole thing just was so.
We got 9 million reasons on the sideline.
I mean, what a
how much
disaster
longer on
that
Bo?
is. He ranks up there with Keith Hernandez as one of the biggest busts all time in Cleveland history.
Kenny, Bo, are you cutting him?
Oh, gone. See you. So long. I don't need to see Dwayne Bowe anymore. You know what? You're paying him whether he's standing on the sidelines, if he plays one play, or if you cut him. So just cut him. Get rid of him.
Man, we could bring in T.O. I guarantee he'd give us more than that.
All right, Kenny, hang on. We're going to come back to you in a second. Let's go to Craig Lindell, who's waiting for next year. Hi, Craig. How are you?
Good morning, guys. How's it going?
I'm numb. I'm just numb because you almost expect it. I remember cheering after he missed. I mean, everybody was jumping around in the newsroom yesterday. He misses the field goal, and then all of a sudden they're like, wait a second.
Penalty.
Hang on. Go back, and you're like, oh, please don't let this be on the Browns. Please don't let this be on the Browns. Oh, no way. But, I mean, at least Dwayne Rudd was just dumb. The whole helmet thing, that was stupid. I mean, how many times do you see guys still take their helmets off? I have not seen one flag since that game. Have you?
No.
Did you play in any game where anyone ever got a flag for taking their helmet off?
Yeah. I remember Baltimore. We played them in 2007, and, I mean, those guys were pissed. It was Bart Scott.
Yeah.
He was so hot. He took his helmet off, was going all crazy, cussing at the fans, cussing at us. But we just laughed at him. We won the game.
All right, Craig, your thoughts on yesterday's game?
My big thoughts after yesterday's game, I was watching the post-game comments from Mike Pettine, and I think there might be some trouble brewing there. Mike Pettine was talking about the efforts of the guys that were out there, and he said it probably 3 or 4 different times, and then he talked about the process of Joe Haden deciding he couldn't go. And I know the media and blogs sometimes get some heat for drumming up controversy and making negative things out of nothing, but I struggle to look at all that and not think that Mike Pettine was maybe calling out Joe Haden a little bit, or at least questioning his heart a little bit. And I don't think I'm making it up. I don't think I'm creating it out of thin air. What do you guys think?
All right, let me just triple check with everybody because I just want to make sure. He is officially did not play in yesterday's game because of a hand injury, right? Is that correct?
Broken finger.
That is correct.
Finger. Do DBs not
His
go
finger
to
right
practice?
here.
What is it?
His finger.
His finger. Do DBs not practice with boxing gloves on every once in a while so they don't use their hands? Am I wrong on that? Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
How does Joe not play yesterday? Is there more to it? Craig, give me some conspiracy theories then.
Well, I'm not personally ever going to question a guy who is a supreme athlete, a world-class athlete. I'm not going to do that, and I wouldn't question a guy's heart. But I do think Mike Pettine did. That's what I'm reading into it. And so that's not me calling him a wuss. That's not me calling out Joe Haden. I'm afraid that maybe there's some dissension between the coach and his star player now. I don't know.
I have a notion. Florida beat Ole Miss at Florida, right?
Right.
So he watched the game in the room, one of his teammates. Yeah. Oh, man, I hurt my finger. I mean, it's got to be something. You're talking about a finger here, man.
Did he miss a team meeting like Manziel did last year?
He probably did. But
Yeah,
you know what? A finger? We're talking about a finger. It ain't cut off. Rodney Lott cut his finger off to play in the damn game. He's soft. As Lloyd Carr used to say, soft and pussy, not pussy. He's soft. I'm calling it.
Oh, man. Hey, Craig, there's a couple good things that happened yesterday. First of all, they figured out a way to get the ball to Duke Johnson. And I thought Duke looked great. Second highest receptions for a running back in Browns history. 5 guys have had 10 receptions. He had 9. That ties him with 8 other guys at that spot. I like the fact they got Duke involved yesterday. Your thoughts?
Yeah, the Browns seem to maybe have a couple of offensive weapons. We haven't seen an offensive weapon worth talking about since Josh Gordon disappeared off the face of the earth. But both Travis Benjamin and Duke Johnson yesterday turned out the kind of performances that gives you some hope moving forward. And I thought the thing that you guys were talking about before you turned me on here was the fact that the Browns actually they played offense very well. You know, they're doing something that we didn't think that they were going to be able to do all that well at a decent level. The real problem with the Browns is that they can't do the thing that they were supposed to be able to do.
Play defense. I mean, this is Midwest U, I guess, you know, Duke Johnson and Travis Benjamin.
I think the frustrating part is watching Danny Woodhead just run all over you when you know he's slow. I mean, he had that the most amazing run.
Burst.
How about the run he had? You know, he got all cocky about it, but I mean, he had four guys chasing him, and they all caught him. And then he came out of it, was just like all.
When you give somebody
why did
that
you
type
not
of
score on
momentum,
that?
you give him some type of momentum, then he thinks he's better than what he is. And after that 61-yard pass, oh my God! Like, I mean, he was smoking guys.
Would you not agree that was our best our run defense of the year? Would you say or no?
What did we give up yesterday?
We gave up.
All you have to do is look at Melvin Gordon. It was the best of the year.
Right. That's a good point.
Yeah.
91 yards.
91 yards, 3.2 yards a carry.
Yeah, no excuse. You're right. But when you and think about that, if that's your best run defense, and they were playing with one wide receiver at the end of the game, they were using tight ends for everything else.
Yeah.
That's another mystery. You're going up against an offensive line yesterday that's decimated, absolutely decimated. Then your DBs can't cover. It's just it's so frustrating.
3 starters out against the offensive line. You know, come on, we got to make hella sacks. We got to get hella sacks.
All right, hey, Craig, what else do you have going on waiting for next year?
I'm just going to plug the waitingfornextyear.com podcast, the official waitingfornextyear.com podcast on iTunes. We recapped the game last night. I sometimes I sometimes post my appearances from Dawgs on the Run on the podcast. So anybody who misses out on me live can check it out there.
All right, Craig, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you next week. I can't wait to read your stuff today because I think it's going to be interesting.
And Pierre, have a good weekend upcoming, the next one.
Thank you. You too.
It's a good thing you don't have any Build-A-Bears back there,
Go
Craig.
Blue. You know, Michigan won again. We coming. We're coming.
All right, enough. Thank you. We'll talk to you later, Craig. What do we got next year, Eric?
We're going to go all the way across the ocean to the United Arab Emirates and talk to Chris Music from the UAE Browns backers.